born the rabbi's daughter brought me lots of attention, mostly unwanted attention, but it also gave me an intimate view of the man who is my father. While others regarded my dad as revered, to me he was just a guy from a simple immigrant family that settled in the average Midwestern town of South Bend, Indiana. Never mind that his parents fled the Russian pogroms. Never mind that his singing and dancing talents earned him first prize in the Major Bowles radio talent show. He could have performed in a national cast of a musical for winning this radio show contest. But never mind that it took him a Catholic undergraduate education to launch him into the rabbinate. To me, my dad was an average Joe who worked his way through Notre Dame, first as a library assistant shelving books, and later working in a tire factory. But then came his grad school side job as a secretary to the renowned Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. Heschel was a giant of progressive Jewish thought. A German refugee, he marched for the civil rights with Martin Luther King. He wrote the leading theological works of his generation. He was a major influence in shaping my dad's politics and pulpit. Dad's ordination was historic, he'd like to say, because it coincided with the founding of the State of Israel in 1948. He met my mom, the elegant Sylvia Pincus, whose beauty was often compared with that of Elizabeth Taylor, at a reception welcoming him to his first pulpit in Seattle. Sylvia's parents were introduced in the same house a generation earlier. A year after they met, my parents were married. By the time I arrived, Dad was already a big hit. Popular with everyone, a wonderful scholar with great speaking skills. He loved being center stage, hamming it up with a story, a song, or a little dance. And oh, how he enjoyed his own humor. When we moved to Phoenix, where Dad was to be the senior rabbi, he continued to follow his teacher Heschel's example by organizing meetings to desegregate Phoenix, bringing important speakers to address the community. Meanwhile, I was growing restless. I thought real people wore cowboy boots and lived on ranches with horses. They didn't have to go to Hebrew school and synagogue. But I guess real people didn't get to meet Eleanor Roosevelt either, or Israeli Foreign Minister Abba Eban, both of whom came to Phoenix at my dad's invitation. Dad gave me an autograph book when I was 9, and I marvel at the signatures I have collected. Lady Bird Johnson, Barry Goldwater, Jack Benny, Vincent Price, Gene Autry, and Nobel Peace Prize winner Ralph Bunche. While real people were cleaning out the stables, I was practicing my curtsy. A highlight was when Dad encouraged the TV series Route 66 to shoot an episode at our synagogue. I got a walk-on part. Still, by high school, I felt my adolescence stride. I stopped talking to Dad, and he wisely stopped talking to me. I fell in love with the singer Janis Joplin and changed the spelling of my name to hers. To get Dad's attention, I would initiate heated political debates, challenging his service on the Arizona Draft Board, formulating a strong anti-war position with Black Panther Eldridge Cleaver's axiom ringing in my ears. I was determined to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. You can guess which camp I placed my dad in. But his willingness to drop everything for a person in need, his vision, his leadership, his way with words are character traits I could not ignore. His steely blue eyes still shine with joy and intelligence, and his clear voice still brings the house down. People love him, and ultimately, I had to admit that I did too. Many years later, I attended a high school reunion back in Phoenix, where Dad is still going strong at 88. Two men sought me out, both with the same story. It seems that as I railed against my dad's draft board service, it was Dad who helped both these men avoid the draft by claiming conscientious objection against the Vietnam War. He never let on, and to this day,